You are now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with our first match reaction of the season. And what a game! What I saw of it, I didn't see much of it, but what a game! We have got my co-host in here, Matt. You can fill everyone in on this, mate. You actually watched the game. How's it going, Matt?
Yeah, all good. Just want to clear up with the confusion. You won't see me on camera. I'm in the car, but I'm still coming here live. So, committed and, But on today, it was, it's a great start to the season. Obviously, we don't want to get carried away, but we looked like it was a real team performance. I thought Japhet Tanganga was, absolutely superb today. I thought Lucas Moura ran his socks off. But not just running into blind alleyways like he normally does. He ran into space. I thought the front three were fantastic, to be honest, considering we didn't have, a striker who could hold up the ball. Again, credit goes to Eric Dyer and Davinson Sanchez, and they got a clean sheet in the pre-season against Arsenal, and everyone was going, it's only a pre-season game. Well, they've done it on one of the biggest stages against the champion. So, I think if we're going to, you have to give credit to the whole team, but I thought the defence was very good today. City had a couple of chances, but no, I thought it was fantastic. Heung-min Son's goal, brilliant. You just can't let him cut in on that left foot or right foot, to be honest. But very happy for Nuno, happy for the players, and happy for everyone who going to be joining the show tonight. And yeah, it's already a better start than last season, because we've won our first game, the opening game. So, yeah. And we're above Arsenal, so that's always good.
Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. As I said, guys, I literally finished work about 7:30. I didn't watch much of the game because I was busy. So I've seen the highlights, and just what a goal from Son. But firstly, guys, the guys who are waiting in the background, there is a couple of guys waiting in the background to get on the fan show. Stay patient with us, guys. We will bring you on. Definitely, 100% we'll bring you on. Me and Matt will just go through the reaction of the game, and we'll start bringing fans on, guys. Okay. And literally, Matt, I said that today, before the game, the run up to it, mate, was about Harry Kane. Massively about Harry Kane. About is he going? Is he staying? We heard he was back in training, and we wasn't sure if he'll start today. He'll be on the bench. He'll be left out of the team. And what I'm hearing, you're getting mixed reactions here, Matt, saying he wasn't involved today because of he's not match fit. Read into that much as you want, because I don't believe that story. Or you can just believe that Harry Kane is off. But I just like the way the team. What I saw of it, like the way the team just literally cracked on with the game, and it was they literally everyone pulled together. It looked like, Matt. Tanganga, what I saw of him was absolutely fantastic. Lucas just running it as well, and Son's finish was an absolute belter of a goal. So Matt, Jesus Christ, what's your thing on this Harry Kane, with the crowd singing? Are you watching Harry Kane? Is that the right response, Matt, or we've just got to be grounded at the minute? We've got to keep our feet on the ground. It's only our first game. It was a fantastic result. Don't take it away. Is it too early to sing them sort of songs, Matt?
I think it's just tongue-in-cheek sort of thing, just a bit of banter, a bit of, I think they're not booing him, and they're not, they're still saying his name. I just think, like I say, keep our feet on the ground. I'm more concentrating just on the team at the moment rather than just one single player. Like I said, no one player is bigger than Tottenham Hotspur. Like I've said from the beginning.
Matt.
So I'm just happy for the team today, and I just think it'd be nice to go one day without talking about Harry Kane for once. Just because I think it don't want it to cloud over a really good day for Tottenham Hotspur and Nuno and the new coaching staff and team. It shows they can do it without him in some big games. So I think what will be, and we'll find out soon if he goes or if he stays. But if he's going to stay, he's got to knuckle down, get himself fit, and I'm sure he'll be professional enough to carry on. But yeah, I think Man City, unless they come up with the, like I've said, the 150 or even the 140 to the 150 mark, I don't think Levy's going to budge. I mean, if you're thinking what I saw from Jack Grealish today, and he's worth 100 million, then you got to be saying Kane's 150 or more easy. So yeah, that's my kind of view on it.
What I can think of as well, Matt, is probably you could probably steer on the other way what the fans are probably saying as well. Not probably they want him out. They're probably just saying, "Are you watching Harry Kane? Because we can compete against these big boys." You know what I mean? And it'll be amazing if he stays, because it was add. We know what quality Harry Kane is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll add goals and assists, and it would be great to see him in that team. But at the end of the day, Matt, I just think there's something going on, mate. I just think the deal's been struck, mate, and I think Tottenham's waiting to get one or two. It looks like we want two, Matt. It looks like we want Vlahovic and we want Martinez. Will we get both? It would be fantastic if we get both. I mean, if it doesn't look like Nuno does in certain games, he wants to play two up top.
Yeah.
And that's it. He wants to play two up top, and it'd be fantastic to see. But on the game today, Matt, as I said, I didn't watch it, mate. But what I saw of it, I was happy for Tanganga. Fantastic. And let's say the thing is now, Matt. Let's hope he can push on, and let's see this for the rest of the season now. You know what I mean? But before we get into it, Matt, there is a couple. People who left some comments in here. We've got the kid Daniel say, "Come on, he's in the background. He's waiting to get on." Yusuf Garat, Sonman, Yusuf, kid was here. Facts and stats. What a game! What a result! What a good overall team performance. No more Jurassic Jose and fresh Nuno. Come on, you Spurs. And we've got Dan, the kid as well, who's in there. So yes, guys, good to be back. We've got Vinash, he's in the background and I'm waiting. Come on, you Spurs. We've got Silver Stars, great game. What a display! Absolutely. We've got it. I think meant to be Kane. Are you watching? We've got my cousin Darren. What a result for Spurs! Well deserved. Thank you very much. We are all heroes of this year. David Burke from work. Yes, David. Thanks for joining, pal. What is your name? You know my name. We got Ellie. Oh my God, we beat Manchester Richie again, and what a stunning strike by Sonny, right in the bottom corner, pinpointed like a missile. Absolutely. Thanks for joining the chat. And also we've got the Liverpool supporter Jake. Yes, lads. Yes, you must be happy with your result as well yesterday.
Yes, Jake.
So, guys, thanks for everyone's leaving their comments so far. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys, and get this out to your friends, guys. It's free to subscribe, guys. It don't cost nothing, guys. I think people do get put off when you mention subscribe. People probably think you've got to pay. It's free to subscribe to the channel, guys. Let's get this channel over 1K, guys. So, Matt, overall, mate, your man of the match, before we bring these fans on, before we bring some of the callers on, your man of the match overall, mate.
I think Japhet Tanganga, I think he was superb. His recovery runs, the way Murad, ran forward with the ball, he was pressing. He had Raheem Sterling in his back pocket, let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, Sterling's emptying his pockets tonight, or Tanganga's emptying his pockets tonight. Yeah, Sterling's in there, isn't he? That's twice he's dominated him now. He's powerful, he's strong. but he can also go into a back three, like I said, and help the defence out. I think he's,
Absolutely.
he's miles a better probably right back than I'd say Doherty is. I thought when Doherty even came on, we looked more open at the back. I was a bit worried of that the last couple of 4 to 5 minutes of the game. De Bruyne was getting on the ball a bit more. Not sure why he didn't really last the 90, but maybe he's just trying to stop him getting injured and just trying to get him into a recovery sort of session. But yeah, like I said, Japhet Tanganga, man of the match for me. I thought he was superb. Interceptions, tackles. Showed passion, heart, and desire, and that's all I want from when you put on that Tottenham shirt. Show some heart. They all did today, and I'm super proud to be a Spurs fan tonight.
Absolutely, and you could probably add Sanchez and Dyer to that, because Richard Evans in the chat said about Sanchez. We do slate them, and they get loads of stick. And goes to me as well. I gave them stick. I mean, and
we all have.
It just proves, Matt, that they can perform. I'm not saying they are the one for the rest of the season. No, but at least we know they can perform.
They can do a job.
They can do a job, exactly. And we saw Romero come on at the end there. I think that's probably just to get his legs going for the next game.
Give him a couple of minutes. Let him see the fans. An atmosphere like that. I mean, incredible.
I was a bit of a disappointed we didn't see Brian Hill today. I'd love to see him, just a couple of minutes of cameo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's plenty of time to see. But I think, and he's been given
Thursday. I reckon he'll play Thursday.
Yeah, he's been given a number 11 shirt, and I think that's gonna be. I just think that's that's just goes to show, mate. He's gonna be very involved in this first team. We have got a couple of chats in there. We've got Ellie saying, "You're welcome, Simon. Thank you, Ellie." Yusuf says, "Congrats on the winning. Thank you very much, Yusuf." Jake says, "We'll come on in a bit, lads, if I'm allowed." Of course, the actual links in the chat, Jake. If you want to join, the people want to come on. You said didn't expect it as, but fair play. Got Son on my fancy. Yeah, I got Son as well. So that's it for me as well. Christopher, thank you for tuning in. Tanganga was a beast. Great game. We've got Richard. Thanks for tuning in, pal. So proud of the boys today. Get Kane out of the club and let's build a fantastic team with the cash up the Spurs. I won't say at the minute, Harry Kane's a fantastic footballer, guys. He's an absolute fantastic footballer. He's a massive player for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And if he wants to stay, I'll definitely get him to stay. Seriously, you're not gonna get another Harry Kane. But if he wants to go, let's get the cash. I think Matt's as his reception's gone. Richard says we slate Sanchez and Dyer all the time, but they were both fantastic today. Absolutely. You said don't get overhyped though. First game without Kane was good. Yes, Yusuf. As I said, I'm not getting overhyped at all. I'm keeping grounded on this. We bring Matt back in. And we've got Richard. If we sell Kane and spend the money wisely, we could challenge for at least top 4. Possibility, Richard. Possibility. It's a long season ahead, but it's a good start for Tottenham. Good start. Matt, we're going to bring on the first guest.
Yeah, sweet, mate. I can hear you, yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay, pal. And the first guest, he's been waiting. He has been waiting, and he's got the flag holding up. It is Daniel. Here he is. Daniel, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can't. Your volume's very low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Daniel. Brilliant. Yes, I can hear you now, pal. Daniel, thanks for coming in, mate. Thanks for taking the time out tonight, mate, and having coming on them, giving your reaction to the game. I personally didn't see it. I was working. I've seen the highlights, and what I saw, mate, Son's goal was absolutely fantastic, and
Yeah.
Tanganga is like a beast at the back. Lucas had a lot of running. Bergwijn, I think he had quite a good game as well. The two centre backs, they look assured at the back. Is this going all sweet under Nuno already, Daniel, or is this keep it grounded? Only one game at a time. But is this a good start under Nuno? Is this what Nuno needed, Daniel? Yeah.
Well, obviously it's a good start. We just beat the champions of England. There's no you can't underhype that. You just beat the champions of England. Obviously you guys know the situation with me. My father supports City, so I'm hyping this to the fullest. I've got Tottenham fans. I've got Tottenham flags coming out the window. Everything is scattered off. Tomorrow, actually, I'm actually going to the shops to print Jaffa Tanganga on the back of the jersey, because I just think he's I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's one for the future as well. I think he's better than the two right backs we have, Doherty and Aurier.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Absolutely, pal. Me and Matt, we're not big fans of Aurier. Absolutely not. And he's definitely won. He's probably the best we've got. He's the best we've got. But I've always said it, Daniel. He's more of a centre back. But now I'm seeing him. I saw him against Arsenal in that position, and I've seen him today. And he can Tanganga nail that position down for his own sake for the season?
I think he could. We've seen him there multiple times. I think it could end up being he's gone to adjust. You know when you play FIFA career mode and you adjust the player's position, and over time he starts getting adjusted to the position. I think right now he's already adjusted to that position. And it would be strange after all these fantastic performances at right back to just change him back to center back all of a sudden.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, before you can ask Daniel a question. We have got we've got a couple of chats in here. We've got Ellie say, I agree with Matt. Tangas was a tiger on the prowl and was like a beast in our back line. He's like Ledley. Wow. Yeah. Wow. And we've got Mr. Daigle. Mr. Daigle's in the house. Yes, Brian. Yes, Simon. How are you? From 1 to 11, everyone was outstanding. A great performance. Four games against them at the new stadium, 4 wins and 4 clean sheets. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that's an amazing record against, as what Daniel said, the English champions. You know what I mean? Richard says football will be a lot easier on the eye under Nuno than Jose. That's for sure. It looks like Nuno is playing this pressing football, counter-attacking football, and I think we countered absolutely fantastic as well today. What I saw. Brian says, Ali, how are you, Diamond? Great performance, great day. We've got Richard saying we must be red hot favourites to win the Europa Conference League. Well, yeah, we should do. Ellie say I'm emotional too, Brian, because we played out of our skins, and I feel so proud of the whole team, and they left everything on the pitch today. Just so happy, Brian. Yes, Ellie. Yes, Ellie. And yes, Brian as well. So, guys, if you want to come on, the link is in the chat, and get in there, queue up. Matt, did you want to ask Daniel any questions, pal?
Yeah, hi Daniel, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good man. Go and wind your dad up as much as you can, because you got to make the most of it. What did you, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Nuno's tactics today, and, do you think he got it spot on? I mean, for me, I think tactically, we look better. I thought obviously the first 10 minutes we looked pretty shaky, and I thought I was fearing for the worst, but, he tactically changed it. We got on the ball more, and to be honest, we dominated that second half. I don't think anyone could really, say we didn't. But I just think as well, he's starting to coach the players more. I'm actually seeing players being coached, and new training drills, and players with smiles on their faces. I just want to get your opinion on how you think he's settled into sort of Spurs life, and how I suppose how you think he tactically outdid Guardiola today.
Yeah, look, Nuno Espirito Santos, I'm 100% on his side. This season, Nuno we trust. He said in the beginning of the season in an interview that he did his first interview as a Tottenham Hotspur manager that he'd make the fans proud. And right now, he has made me proud. I am proud to walk outside of my house and say, I am a Yid. I am a Tottenham fan through and through. That is just exactly what we want to be seeing. And he's actually switched it around from Jose, whereas Jose would be attacking the first half, second half, we'd be sitting back. With Nuno, we'd be sitting back in the first half. Not even sitting back because we'd still be attacking more, but we'd go at it more in the second half. So I'm really, really excited to seeing this new season with Nuno. I think at least fifth. The least fifth.
Wow, at least fifth. Do you know what, right,
Probably
Daniel?
agree.
Do you know what, Matt? Matt will back this up. I wasn't too sure, Nuno.
Yeah.
When he come in, I thought
No.
I'm not too keen because this was like our 6th, 7th choice manager. It wasn't the straight go-to manager, was it? It was Conte, it was Fonseca, it was Gattuso. It was this, that, and in the end we got Nuno. But I'm telling you now, mate, I'm still on the fence with Nuno at the minute. I want to see more, but as you said there, Daniel, he did say he wants to make the fans proud, and today he did. Absolutely, what a performance! And do you know what? It wasn't. Do you know? Over times against City when we played them at home, and they absolutely battered us in possession, shots on goals, and we did just got lucky in it. But today, it just looked like the performance. What I saw just looked like we played some great football, counter-attacking football. We pressed, and it was just great to see. It was absolutely fantastic to see. But I want to get your reaction, Daniel, on Harry Kane. Obviously, it was the big talking point before the game, mate. Is he playing? Is he on the bench? Is he left out of the team? What's going on with Harry Kane? Where do you think Harry Kane is? He going to be a Tottenham player come September 2nd, or is he going to be a Manchester City player?
I think after this, I mean, it's really confusing because the rumors have been recently that he's going to sign a new contract, but with a release clause. So I think if the Tottenham fans, I mean, right now we saw in the game the people chanting, "Harry Kane, are you watching?" So right now the fans are not on his side. Imagine if Harry Kane would have come on in like the 70th minute, and the fans started booing him. Like that would be atrocious. And I think that's what the main reason was that he didn't even get into the starting 11. I think Nuno just knew that he was going to get a bad reception. So when Harry Kane, with the situation with Harry Kane is he's a phenomenal striker, but if he doesn't want to play for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, I would let him go.
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't know what to say about it, mate. I really don't. And what Alistair Gold was saying about maybe the reason why he wasn't in the team today, that he's not match sharp yet, he's not match fitness. I just think there's more to it, Daniel. I really do, mate. I just think I was saying to Matt before we come on, I think the deal's been done. I really do. I think the next couple of days we'll see this tape. I think it'll get off the ground, mate. I think the deal's been done. I think we will. They want Falatovic and they want Martinez to come in and replace Harry Kane. What do you think about them two? If that's the case, if Harry Kane does go and we replace Harry Kane with them two strikers, will you be happy with them two strikers replacing Kane?
Look, they're top class strikers, but they're not the level of Harry Kane. Depends, because if we do get extra money, because Harry Kane fills up two positions for us, a number 10 and a striker. Because you could see it, the stats and everything. Top assister in the Premier League last season, top goal scorer. It's obvious. If that man leaves Tottenham Hotspur, it will be horrible for us. We saw it today. We have life after Harry Kane. We can survive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the other thing is that we'll have extra money. So, for example, if he goes to Man City, I was actually saying that we could get him and then Bernardo Silva and Laporte, and still have enough money to buy Lautaro Martinez. For me, that's an improvement.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because then we fix the problem at center back, the problem with the creative situation, and then a striker. That would be absolutely fantastic. And we've already summed up the cash to buy him. So that'd just be the extra bit for the wages. So I just think, look, Harry Kane, it's sad that he wants to go, but if he doesn't want to play for Tottenham, as I always say, would happen. If any other club would be in the situation, no, because they've already done the investments and they're in a good position. Now, Tottenham Hotspur are in this situation because of the way that their club has been run. If we, what do you guys think? If we were in a top 4 spot with Skriniar, Sabitzer on our team, playing amazing football, do you think Harry Kane would be in the situation where he wouldn't have to go to these extents to get his word out? No, he wouldn't have to. He would absolutely love playing for the club. But I think Nuno Espirito Santo just said something to him that he's come back to training. I think Harry Kane, whether the situation is, I think he's the type of player that will always give his all for Tottenham Hotspur. But if that's not the case, I would sell him straight away.
But Daniel, before we bring Matt back in and let Matt have the final question with you, mate, very encouraging what we saw today without Harry Kane. Yeah. And just imagine if we do add a Vlahovic and a Martinez to that team, surely we'll be in a stronger position going forward. We're beating Man City today, and they're no mugs. They're the champions of England. You know what I mean? And they can say, "Oh, we've had a few players out." They had Foden out. De Bruyne come on. You know what I mean? So to me, we've beaten a very good Man City team without Harry Kane. If we can add a Vlahovic and a Martinez, do you think we'll be in a stronger position going forward and really try and get into the top 4?
Yeah, I think right now, if we're going to get into the top 4, the only way would be through Liverpool. I know Jake wouldn't like to hear that, but it's true. They're not as strong as the other teams in the top 4. You've got City, Chelsea, and Man U. Out of those teams and the players that they bought, obviously Liverpool is the weakest link. So obviously they've got Van Dijk back, but I haven't even seen them hit that good how he was back 2 years ago. So I think if it's gonna be through Liverpool. But I just want to have a season with ambition. I said it at halftime. Even if we lose that game, or even if we draw and everything, I would still be happy with that performance because we were giving it our all. We were playing for the badge, and that's all we ask for as fans, to play for the badge. Give it your 100%. And today they gave that plus a 3 points victory against the champions of England. I was about to say the champions of Europe, but they bottle everything, so they can't be that.
We got Marfus. He says that front 4 link up was class today. It looked really good. What I saw of it. Hart says Harry forever. But the club is bigger love. And Jake's to your comment there, Daniel. Stu said for age that front 3 of today is much more dynamic. The swerving sloth can't press. Sell him, cash in. And that's what Stu. Thank you very much, Stu, for coming in and having your say, mate. I said the link's in there, guys. If you want to join, if you want to come in and join Daniel and the other.
Simon, there's actually a video going around the media now of Fabio Paratici shouting at Pep.
I know. I shared that on Twitter earlier. Martha says we can't get carried away. With one game, we need to build on the performance and the result that we had. Exactly. That's what me and Daniel and Matt are being. We agree that we can't get carried away, but encouragement is very good today. Encouragement is very good. Swearing sloth. So, Matt, before we let Daniel go, Matt, did you have the final question with him, mate?
Yeah, just wanted to get your opinion on how you thought Steven Bergwijn did today, because I thought he looked quite direct. I thought he ran at players. I thought the front 4 were fantastic. Even Dele Alli, I thought the first half he was a bit slow, but second half he pressed. He really got stuck in. I was gutted for Bergwijn missing that one-on-one. I think he's got to improve his finishing. That would be the only thing I'd say is the weak part of his game, his finishing ability. But he's running in behind and his endless work. Trying to help out. In defence as well and tackles. I just want to know, Daniel, what you thought of Bergwijn today, and can he step up this season and get a few more goals and assists?
Yeah. So for me, I think the problem with Bergwijn, it's not, as you said, that we need to help him finish. Yeah, that's a point. But with Bergwijn, we have to fix his confidence. Because I can guarantee you what was going through his mind when he was one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, shoot, if I miss this, it's going to go through the media that I'm crap. Oh, no. If I miss this, I'm going to get abused on Twitter and Insta. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Not his shooting, because I've seen him shooting, and he's absolutely world-class.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he played phenomenal today. Everything else that he did was fantastic. But bloody Moon Boots and Davison Sanchez had a fantastic performance today as well. There's not one player on that pitch today that played bad. Not one. And I'm so happy with this performance. If we can keep this up, I'm saying we'll get top 4. If we play every match like this, but no. If we play every match like this, we'll win the league.
Wow.
Because if we play like that every single match, we will win the league. Because there's not one team that could beat us like that. And honestly, if he's go invincible, then we'll win the league.
Absolutely fantastic. Seriously,
confidence.
Loving the confidence, Daniel. Absolutely loving the confidence, mate. And you never know. It could be one of them funny seasons where we've been in the highlights of this Harry Kane.
Well, it's not that obviously if we keep playing like this, if we have that replica of that match every single week, we'll win. But if we go down and then we start playing defensive football, then we'll end up losing, obviously. But it's just a matter of consistency.
Absolutely. So, Daniel, it's been a pleasure to have you on, mate. Absolute pleasure. And thanks for coming back on, mate. Having your say on a fantastic performance today. And as Matt said, just go and give your dad a load of stick, mate. Go and give him a load of stick.
He's already gone for me.
Absolutely, pal. Because at the end of the day, mate, it's a fantastic performance.
You know what I told him? You know what I told him? You lot have the same amount of goals in our stadium than Champions League.
Absolutely funny, I tell you. You're an absolute hero. I tell you, a fantastic guy, Daniel. And Daniel, before you head out, mate, tell everyone about your channel or where they can find you, mate.
Well, I've actually changed channels now because of the name. Now I'm Dan THFC. So if you like what I have to say and you want to check me out, Dan THFC.
So everyone, get over to Daniel and his channel. Subscribe to him, guys. He's a good up and coming. He knows his stuff, guys. And Daniel, seriously, pal, thanks for coming in, mate. And we'll see you again, pal. Come on, you Spurs. Come on. Yes, Daniel. Nice one, Daniel. So that's Daniel, guys. If you want to come on like Daniel did there, the link's in there, guys. Come on, have your say for a couple of minutes. Literally, Kelvin, you're a Spurs fan. Come on, Kel. Come on. The link's in there. Come on, have your say for a couple of minutes, pal. The next guest, guys, we'll get on is Spinach, another great young Spurs fan. Lots to say.
Hello, Simon. It's been ages.
How's it going, pal?
I'm very, very good after today's game. Come on, you Spurs! Very, very.
Yeah, that's it. Been asked exactly what we want to see, mate. What I want to ask you first before we get Matt to come and ask you some questions, pal. What do you thought of that performance today, mate? Who stood out for you, mate? Who stood out for you? Was you pleased with Nuno's tactics and things like? Just tell us, mate. Go on, just tell us what you thought of the game, mate.
Absolutely fantastic. And to be honest with you, I'm actually really impressed because normally when we play Man City, we only have 2 shots on goal. But it was absolutely fantastic today. I mean, we were we were not hiding from our attack. I mean, normally against Man City, we park the bus way too much. And I was very impressed with the fact that players like Dele Alli, Steven Bergwijn, Son, Lucas Moura, they were attacking extremely well, just running, pressing, and just creating chances. And we were not afraid to actually attack. And this game was really hard against Manchester City. I had all of my City fans just taking the mick out of me before the game, but now I'm going to take the mick out of them back because we've won. I mean, my best friend's actually a Man City fan, and I've just messaged him all day and saying, "What are you saying now, mate?" Yeah, that's it.
That's it,
yeah,
Vinash. That's it, mate.
Fantastic. It was a brilliant performance. Really proud.
What you said there as well is absolutely spot on, mate. Over the last couple of games against City at home, we sat back in it. We scored. We sat back and we defended, and But what I saw today, seriously, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna hope to try and watch most of the game tonight once I finish the stream. But we went at them, mate. We flipping went at them, and
we really did.
And it seems like we wasn't afraid. We wasn't afraid, was we? We just we stuck to a game plan. What Nuno, and it's good. Nuno's bringing some fresh tactics. He's bringing some fresh ways to play. His philosophy looks good at the minute. So I'm keeping grounded at the minute. It's only one game, but we got to enjoy it though. I mean, we've just beaten Man City. So we got Bob Spur TV here. Yes, Bobby. Get over to Bob Spurs, guys. Absolutely fantastic channel. Really, really good channel. And if you want some good content, get over to this guy. Brilliant stuff today, lads. Must keep it up. A defeat next week versus Wolves will mean today's meant nothing. Big up. Exactly. Do you know what? Me and my mate was in the car coming home. Exactly this what I said. If we don't beat Wolves, today's performance will mean absolutely nothing, guys. So we've got to keep this momentum going. And Marvaz says first 15 minutes we're on the ropes, but we grew into the game as the game went on. And we go, yes, 1894, Dara. And you, yes, guys. Big smiles, Dara. We will be seeing you. We have to do a stream with you, mate. I'm available all day tomorrow. I don't know what Matt is availability. I'm available tomorrow. Let's get it on, guys. Let's talk about this game. He says Spurs deserve to win today. Our boys weren't good enough. As a Man City fan, Dara, give us some more insight of was you surprised how Tottenham come out and attacked you, mate? So we just want to hear your one on that. And Marfas, onto the Conference League. Yeah, absolutely. Ellie says Dele was cultured today and was moving the ball so well, but what impressed me more is his work rate and his ability to hold the ball and slow the game down and his strength on the ball. I have seen that in pre-season, Ellie, and me and Matt been raving about him, and we've been talking about him. And we don't want to overhype Dele at the minute, but we've seen the old Dele creeping back in. And let's hope this continues, Ellie, because we can have a Dele of, was it 2016-17 season?
Yep. The season
was it 15? Yeah. Well, absolutely. We can get in. That's for this season. What a player we're going to have on our hands again.
There'll be selection headaches. Young player of the season that year.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it might have been the year before, but it was something like that.
Yeah. So Ellie, thanks for your comment, Matt. Far away at Vinash.
Vinash, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. You?
Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. I'm back now, Simon. Got the camera on.
Yeah, Matt's back. Back.
Yeah. Question. What did you make of Lucas Moura today? I thought he was absolutely superb. I thought he ran Mendy ragged, to be honest. And Ake, I thought they just couldn't handle him. And I suppose, another point, I actually want to give credit to the referees, especially this weekend and, in the game of the Premier League, because the VAR has not got involved. It's kind of let the game run. It's been much better, more flowing football. And there was tackles flying in today, and, it was good to see. But, Yeah, I thought Lucas Moura was superb today. I thought he ran the show in the front 3 or 4. To be honest, everything kind of came through him, and then spaces opened. So yeah, what do you think of his performance?
I think Lucas Moura is my man of the match. It's either him or Jaffa Tanganga.
Wow.
It's either him or Jaffa Tanganga. I know this is going to be a bit of a big statement, but I think Lucas Moura was absolutely fantastic today. He just didn't give up. We normally struggle to get past Man City's defense. I mean, players like Diaz and Cancelo are so strong, and Lucas Moura, he tried so hard today, and there was a bit of a breather from us. I mean, we didn't struggle so much to get into the penalty box and create chances. We did that so easily. 13 attempts on goal, and absolutely fantastic from him, and his pace, his running, and he created a lot of chances, and I love to see that confidence from a player with tons of passion and tons of aggression and so much in him. He's Lucas Mourapid today. Fantastic.
Yeah, he was good, really good. Yeah. But I think he's improved. I think his end product's getting better. I think he's trying to play the ball in behind a lot more, and we saw it in pre-season. And
he's looking very sharp in pre-season.
If this Lucas Moura can keep it up, and he can keep, if he can get a few more goals and assists, you could have a real player on your hands.
Yeah, I think I have a very positive feeling about him this season. I can make a statement right now. If he continues like this, I think he'll get at least 15 goals and assists this season.
Wow.
I can see that happening. I mean...
Wow. I'll love to see that, Vinod. I'll love to see that, pal.
That would be massive for the team if he could do that.
Absolutely. Martha says Denny has had good moments and bad moments, but just like Bergwijn, worked his socks off. These two players here have had a lot of stick over the last season or so, and it's a massive season for these two. And I just hope these two can prove people wrong, because what I've seen of Bergwijn as well, Bergwijn has been absolutely fantastic in pre-season, and what I saw of him today, he literally he's got pace to burn in it. Seriously, I just think we've got a great player in Bergwijn. We've got to be patient with this guy. I think I really do. Derek says Sanchez and Dyer were excellent today. Thank you, Derek, for coming in, pal. Thank you very much. Eddie's come back and said defeat these Wolves must not happen. Let's go and smash them up. Yes, we have to. Mara's say Moura work rate and his dribbling ability was superb today. Moura was outstanding, says Derek. Martha says that Moura needs to be more consistent and play like week in, week out. Kelvin, yes, Kelvin. Says Tanganga, man of the match. He's their man of the match. We've got Jake backstage as well. We'll get Jake on as well after Vinaj. Vinaj, I just want to go on to Skippy. Oliver Skip today, mate. Massive game. It was a massive call by Nuno to put Skip in today. He didn't have to, but what we've got available, he's probably the best choice to play alongside Pierre. And I saw that tackle. I don't think did anyone see that tackle right at the end? That crunching tackle we did.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
From who?
From Skip. I forgot who it was on.
Got a massive cheer at the end, didn't it? I loved it. I was clapping him. Well, get stuck in. And
do you know what? And that's a sort of bite in midfield. What we need, isn't it? Along with Pierre. I mean, and with Skip, he can spray a ball. We know he can ping a ball. So I think them two can work a real good partnership. And Matt, you know about with me and Skip, I want him to go back on loan to Norwich. But he's encouraging, mate, what I'm seeing of him. Encouraging. And if he needs to keep that up, mate. And if he does, mate, what a fantastic footballer we're going to have this season with Skip.
Yeah. Skip has had a fantastic loan spell at Norwich as well.
So, Mahrez, what do you thought of Oliver Skip's performance today, knowing that he could have went back out on loan at Norwich? Norwich really just wanted him. But he wanted to stay. It sounds like, and what we're hearing, he wanted to stay. He wanted to knuckle down and kick on this season with Spurs. Was that the correct decision from Oliver Skip?
Yeah, I think I've seen Skip play against like Crystal Palace two seasons ago and Pochettino's last season. Skip didn't seem like a Tottenham player at all. I mean, he wasn't, that great, of course. But like, let's be real here. I think it's Skip's choice. I mean, he made up his mind, and I think his heart probably told him that I want to play for Spurs. I would like to play here. I'm not really sure about him, really, but it was his mind, really. I mean, when the rumour started that he was going to go back to Norwich, if you want me to be honest with you, I actually thought that Skip was going to go back there because he was fantastic with Norwich and he also won the championship, a young player of the season. So I thought that he was going to go back there and get tons more game time like how he did at Norwich on loan. But you never know. I mean, he's been playing a lot in pre-season, tons of starts. And of course, he got a start today against the best team in England, Man City. I am very surprised. I mean, I'm still concerned about this Tonge and Ndombele rumours and everything. But looking at what Skip's doing, I'm really
We'll do another
impressed
show on
with
that
him,
one.
and credit to him. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I bring Matt back in, with Skip, is it refreshing that a manager hasn't looked at the likes of Winks, Sissoko,
He
Aurier
played
for a
Winks
change?
against Arsenal in the pre-season.
Yeah, what I'm saying. But he could easily put Winks in today instead of Skip, but it was bold. It was bold decision, and he put Skip in over Winks, and I was well happy when I saw that. I thought, yes, I'm glad that Flipping Winks is nowhere near this flipping team. But
it's going to take time.
Is it refreshing? Is it refreshing to see this is what he's doing? He's the likes of Aurier, Sissoko, and Winks, and these players are playing like continuously under like Jose and Poch and things like that. And is it encouraging to see people like Skip getting a real good go in his team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got to back Skip more just because of that loan season that he had at Norwich City. I think because of that, I think we've got to give more credit to some young players. It's because many first team players out there last season, like Aurier, Winks, they were disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful, and they really mugged me off big time. So you could actually put some players like Skip and give the young players a bit of chances that have massive potential and have shown their class and what they can really bring. Like even Tanganga too, we gave Tanganga a start too, and that was a good choice. So yeah, I think it's good that we refreshed it a bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Before we bring Matt, he can have the last question with you, mate. We've got some comments in here. Martha says Bergwijn needs to be more confident in front of goal, else he would be a really good player.
Yeah,
that can come. I agree with what he's trying to say. That will come. I think that will definitely come in his game. Kelvin says yes, I did. Martha says Skip was shaking the first 15 minutes, but grew into the game as he went in.
We were shaky in the first 15, but then we came back.
As a whole team was shaky. It sounded like what other people were saying. But that's Skip. I mean, that is Skip. He does have shaky moments, but he does grow into games. I mean, Martha says we need to keep Skip exciting prospect, and I think he's a probably better player than Winks. Absolutely 100%. 100%. And we've got Christopher. I think if that tackle was last season, he may have been sent off. I think the ref changes this season are great, letting a lot go. Yeah, and Matt absolutely come into that earlier. He did actually say he actually let the game go. Skip and Højbjerg is going to become the best partnership in the position in the league. We'll keep grounded, guys. I do like it, Derek. I did like what I saw today. What I saw. Let's see what we can do. This is a long season, but it's good. It's a good start. It's a very good start. What about the goalkeeper? We'll get on to that, Kel. Mara said Skip aggression and grit impressed me. He is not afraid to make challenges. Absolutely not. Matt, you can have the last question with Vinod before we bring on the next guest.
Yeah, obviously going back to that comment, I suppose my say on Oliver Skip, I love him already. I think he's 10 times the player Winks is and Sissoko. I don't even think it's probably
But we've
more he
got to
can do
give
to
him
his
some
game,
time. I mean,
and I've never seen Winks do it.
Let's not be too.
No, I think this kid's got a lot. I think he can take a lot on his shoulder. I think Mourinho came out and said he will be Tottenham captain in the future. Jose Mourinho doesn't say that about any player. He never mentioned about Harry Winks. Never really mentioned about Moussa Sissoko because he knew they were crap. And that's the end of it. Jose knows when he sees a good player and when he doesn't. And Oliver Skip will be a great Tottenham player. And he's an old school. He reminds me of like a Scott Parker type midfielder. He gets stuck in and that, he has it. He's only a small bloke, but I'll tell you what, he will go in for a crunch and tackle. And you've never seen that from Harry Winks. And he's got more. He doesn't just pass it sideways and backwards. He can actually look forward with the ball. Great player, Skip. My final question to you, Vinaj. On Hugo Lloris, I thought he commanded his box really well today. I thought it was a captain's performance. I really did. I thought he did his job. I thought he calmed down the defence when he needed to, and he dominated his box. He made a. There was a bit of an error, but Edison made an error as well. But I thought Lloris did well, and he looked like he was playing with a smile on his face. But yeah, let me know what you think.
Hugo Lloris is just being himself, really. I mean, same old. Our captain, our leader, doing what he's got to do as a captain, as a goalkeeper behind them sticks every season. Fantastic. Just, doing that thing. I mean, he's influencing the defenders, keeping control of the game. And yeah, I mean, we can't really drop him, can't we? I mean, we love to. I mean, there have been times where he's been aging, but I can't really. But don't we know this? That every time we play against Man City, Hugo Lloris does come up with stuff that are very good, and it's happened again. So yeah, I am actually quite impressed with him. And to be honest with you, I didn't really talk about him the full game, but he's just being himself, really, between them sticks and being a leader for us. And yeah. Pretty much.
I've even thought his distributions look better and his kicking. So I don't know if that's maybe Nuno or the goalkeeper coach having a word with him, but it looks like he's able to play with his feet a bit more, which I think any goalkeeper needs to do in the league at the moment, or any good team. It's looked good, and he's looked like he's improved his kicking. So I think that's good to see, because I think that is one of his weaknesses.
Yeah, and it's good to see us beat Man City without Kane. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Vinaj.
Sorry. Who?
Kane. It's good to see us win without him.
No, I was only joking, mate. Don't worry.
Vinaj, we're ending it on Harry Kane. To me, quickly, just give us your prediction. Is he staying or is he going, mate?
I mean, I actually don't know, trust me. I'm not going to make a prediction. I'm clueless, because one day I'm hearing that Man City are trying to offer him a £150 million bid. And then the next day there is no exception for him. And I heard this news from Sky Sports saying that Spurs to keep Kane for one season. Although if our board is strong and we're not reluctant on selling him, then I can see him staying. So I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I'm just gonna say in the future, after the season ends, I can definitely see Kane leaving any time. But I'm gonna make a quick prediction. I do think we'll keep Kane. It's gonna be very tight, but we're gonna sneak in an upset and we're gonna keep Kane.
Right, absolutely, Vinaj. Thank you for coming on, mate. Absolutely superstar. Always a good caller. Always good insight of Tottenham.
Thank you.
Vinaj, tell everyone where they can follow you, or just tell everyone.
Oh yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Tell where they can follow you.
Oh yeah, me. Oh yeah. I thought you meant when I leave. Then write it down in the comments below. Oh, it's just my full. It's my full name actually, and just my surname is spelled Mall, means like Llya. Same stuff on my Instagram, my YouTube channel, and also yeah, pretty much it. I think you should probably just follow me from those socials. Then yeah, more understandable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Vinaj. Matt, is there anything you want to say to Vinaj before he goes out, pal?
No, great call. Hope you're well, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy obviously the rest of your week, and we'll speak to you soon. Look after yourself,
Yep,
mate.
definitely. I'll speak to you soon too. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you, Vinaj. Thank you very much.
Come
pal.
on, you Spurs.
Cheers. No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come on.
See you soon, pal. So that was Vinaj, guys. If you want to be like Vinaj and Daniel, and we've got Jake coming on in a minute, the Liverpool fan. The link is in the description. The link is in the chat, guys. Click on it and come have your say for a couple of minutes. Come on, guys. There must be a couple of you burning want to come on in and talk about the great performance today. We've got a couple of comments in here before we bring on Jake. Derek says, I don't want to see Winks in a Spurs shirt. Absolutely. Marvin says, Lloris led by example. Distribution was really good. Made a good save to deny De Bruyne in the last 10 minutes. Only mistake he made was the header from Fernandinho, where he missed his punch. Alexander Hilton, yes, Alexander, thanks for tuning in, pal. Hello. Tangaga, my man of the match, and he's also saying, "Are you watching Harry Kane?" Morris, if Kane doesn't leave this summer, he's definitely leaving next summer. Derek says, "Let Kane go and play with the new with his new mates." The only question, Matt, before we bring on Jake, the only thing I'll say, Matt, if we do get rid of Harry Kane, if Harry Kane stays, sorry, will that hinder the front three, what we're playing at the minute? Will it hinder their performances? Or do you think, no, Harry Kane gets back into that team?
I don't know. I mean, if the front three's playing well and they're scoring, we're very unpredictable and hard to beat, then he can't go back in there. He can't just slot himself, back in. He's got to earn his way, back in there, in my opinion. I mean, Bergwijn, he hasn't got the pace of Mora. Yeah, it would be tough because or try and slot him in, and you'd have to put Lucas back out on the right rather than in the sort of number 10 position. So it's
and is it
there, to be
Matt,
honest? So yeah.
And quickly, is it encouraging though as well? We've still got Brian Hill to come in and to fit into that team, fighting for his position, and we've got Christian Romero to come into that back line. Hopefully, another centre back.
Yeah,
it's just encouraging times for Spurs at the minute. What we're seeing, we're beating Man City today. I mean, in a very encouraging performance. So I mean, is it encouraging what you're seeing? And if so, do you just want one or two more? I mean, just to feel like, yes, we are on the straight and narrow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need one or two more signings. It'd always be good. I'm looking forward to seeing Romero play properly and when he's settled in more. Really good that he came on for 5 minutes and looked comfortable when in the back three. He's obviously given Sanchez and Dyer a bit of a lift or a kick up the arse. So they have to play well to stay in that team. They're not just going to be there. And I think that's the problem we've had where a lot of these players like Winks, Sissoko, Dyer, Sanchez, they've been too comfortable. There's not been enough competition for places and people literally behind them ready just to slot straight. And why the bigger teams win league titles, they have good depth. And players who will push each other every day, rather than like I say, if I'm looking at it now and I'm sort of Skip or Højbjerg, you're going to have to be pretty awful to let Winks get in that team, and Sissoko. So Yeah, maybe a bit of extra cover in that midfield, maybe a creative player, but I definitely think we need another striker. If Kane's to stay, we still need another striker. The one thing I'd say on the Kane saga, I suppose we haven't sort of said, I think Man City are desperate for a striker. I really do after today. They don't have a goal scorer. They scored 19 fewer goals last season than they did when they won the title before. So yeah, then I don't know. Knowing Daniel Levy, he may put the price up. He may make it that unbearable. We know you need a goal scorer. He's your main target. It's going to be 170.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if City try and put in a higher bid, because it was worrying signs for Man City today. I've got to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah.
In terms of in front of goal, I didn't think Grealish. But Grealish.
Matt, your signal's going in and out, mate. I don't know if you want to go out and come back in, mate, to see if that's all right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, mate. Yeah, you're still a bit. You froze a bit, mate. While Matt's trying to sort out his internet connection, we will bring in Jake, the Liverpool fan.
How are we?
Here we go.
Well on, Jake, there, mate.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jake. I can hear you loud. I can hear you loud and clear. Matty, are you all right there?
Yeah, I think I'm all good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Jake, thanks for joining this Tottenham phone-in show, mate. And as a Liverpool fan, looking at that performance today, Harry Kane, some massive talk before this game. Is he going to City? Is he going to start today? Is he on the bench? He's going to be left out. He was left out the squad today. Do you read into that he could be going to City, or do you think Tottenham will dig our heels in and will keep him for the rest of the season?
Depends what you believe, really. One report saying he's going, and then the next he's signing a new deal. So, but I thought City were dreadful today. I really did. I thought City were really poor today. So I'm not sure. I think it probably would have been worse if he was in the squad today than if he wasn't, because if he come on or whatever, he might have got booed. It might have made the situation worse or whatever. But I'm not sure. I think the date. What's the date today? The 15th. I don't know if they'll be able to do the deal within 2 weeks. That's the issue. I think if they would have done it, they should have done it before the Euros or whatever, or when he got back. I think it will take too long. I think he'll end up staying at Spurs, if I'm being honest. I think the deal will take too long with what Levy will want and what City will pay.
Yeah, you saying that there, Jake. The deal could be already be done behind the scenes with no one knows. I mean, so with Tottenham just probably looking out for. Looks like they want 2 replacements if Harry Kane goes, with Vlahovic and Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. So the deal could be already done. But it'll be an interesting couple of days with this Harry Kane saga. As Tottenham fans, me and Matt, we just want this over. Either he's going to stay or you're going to go. It's simple as that. You know what I mean? And we don't want a Berbatov saga go to the last minute of the transfer window and we end up with Fraser Campbell. I mean, 30 million quid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. So Daniel Levy deal all over. You know what I mean? But I think he's learned his lesson, and I hope he has, Daniel Levy. But before we bring Matt in to ask you a question, mate, would you say City were that bad, or was you surprised by the Tottenham performance today?
No,
because there was a lot of talk. There was a lot of talk, Jake, that without Harry Kane, Tottenham, even Paul Merson, the guy absolutely flipping hate the guy. I mean, saying without Harry Kane, we will suffer. We won't get in the top half of things like this. We will struggle against Man City today. And what I saw of it, Jack, I was at work, I didn't see much of the game, but what I saw of it, mate, it looks like we were very comfortable in the game. Knowing, as you said, Man City weren't great today, but that is that taking away the credit? What Tottenham of Tottenham should be having credit of that performance we did today.
No, Spurs did play well. I thought, Tanganga? I think he was exceptional. He was really good. He gave Sterling nothing. And then I thought Lucas Moura played well as well. But I think, how do I say this up? I think the way Spurs played today with Bergwijn, Son and Moura, it's the pace on the counter. And I felt if Kane had played, he'd dropped deep. It might have affected the free flowing that Spurs were playing on the counter and with the pace. So I don't know if, obviously I've seen people say, if Kane was playing today, Spurs would have won by more, etc. But I feel like the pace that Spurs played at on the break and more of Bergwijn and Son was probably more beneficial overall in the whole game than whether Kane was just playing down the middle. But yeah, I thought Lucas Moura played well. I thought Tanganga was exceptional. I thought actually Eric Dyer played quite well, actually. Although he's known for mistakes, I thought Dyer played well. It was just, I couldn't think of, I'm trying to think of any clear-cut chances that City had. I can't remember anything major that they had.
De Bruyne, it wasn't really a clear-cut chance, but I think that's probably one of their best chances of the game.
Yeah.
But Matt, before we bring you in, mate, to ask Jake a question, and we will go on to the Liverpool game as well, Jake. We'll ask you about the Liverpool game as well, matey. And we've got Martha says if we sell Kane, we have to be clever and spend the money on the right players and in the right positions. Yeah, absolutely, I totally agree. Competition is only good for the team. Yeah, I totally agree. Demand 300 million for Kane. Absolutely, we'll never get from 150, 160 at a push. But I like your thinking, Alexander. Martha says I've heard that they are putting another bid in next week. Derek said if Kane wants to go, sell him for 175 million and buy 2 more strikers with the cash. Tim says we love you, Simon. We do. Yes, Tim Panther, a friend from work. Big up, Tim. Martha says Man City were lethargic on the ball and didn't create many clear-cut chances. And Tim says some things don't need commentary. Yes, you're absolutely spot on. That goal didn't need no commentary today. And Merson needs to worry about about the guns. Exactly. Just concentrate on what. You got beat by absolutely the teams come up in the Premier League from the Championship. You know what I mean? Say no more. Matt, did you want to ask Jake some question, mate? Maybe on the game today, what you thought of thing, and far away, pal.
Yeah, how you doing, Jake? You right, mate?
Yeah, good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, all good. But Spurs wins are always good when that happens.
Yeah.
I just want to get your opinion on sort of a midfielder like Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I mean, what did you make of him today? Do you think he? I think he's fantastic in the position he plays, and I think he's more than just what Mourinho kind of played him like last season, because we saw it in the Euros. He can play a more advanced role. He can play football more than just. He's not just this dustbin sort of footballer where he just mops everything up. He can spray the ball. He can score goals. I mean, for you, would he get? Would you have him in a Liverpool shirt?
I think he'd probably fit in because he's probably a bit of a shithouse, and all of our three midfielders are just complete shithouse. Pace, defend, just working off the ball. And that's what Højbjerg is, really. Would he get in? Probably at the moment, because we haven't signed anyone apart from Konate. He did play well today, I thought.
Fantastic signing, Jake.
Well, it was the only one we've got. It's the only one Liverpool signing we can talk about. It's interesting though. What sort of position do you think he'll play in the season? Will he play CDM, centre mid? I know. It turns out. I know you played a back four today. What sort of position do you think he'll be playing? Will he play the sixth role, or do you think he'll be a lot higher up over the season?
I think if Skip plays with him, I think the idea is Skip sits a bit deeper, and then I think it can push Højbjerg like a little bit. He can do his pressing game, and because he's going to score probably more goals than someone like Oliver Skip. I think Skip's more the CDM type role, but it just depends on what kind of midfield I think we're going to have and what formation we're going to play. But that's where I think Højbjerg would probably play. I think Skip would drop a bit deeper, and then I think Højbjerg can have a bit more of his free space where he can, get forward a bit more, but also, press, help the likes of Mora and Bergwijn, and trying to press the back line of whatever defence your team we're playing. Because I think he's got the capability to do it, and he's fit enough to do it.
Yeah, it all depends really. I don't know. Is he a lot of injuries, or is he normally quite reliable in terms of his availability?
Who, Højbjerg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think he played over 50 games last season. He got tired towards the end, but hopefully, with our bit more rotation in midfield, I think he's. We call him the Viking. We call him the Warrior. He just, he's had busted heads before, and he just bandages it up and gets on with it. Yeah. So, I'd say he's a pretty tough cookie, to be honest.
I remember him. I saw a clip of him squaring up to Arteta in a pre-season friendly.
I love it, mate.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's quite funny to see.
Arteta absolutely crapped his pants, I'll tell you, when he came up to him. But yeah.
Therese off on Friday night because he's still thinking about Højbjerg in the back of his mind.
Yeah.
And Jake,
go
on, mate. Go on, mate.
See if I can quickly show you. I just got a tweet with Romano about your director. Is it Paratici?
Yeah.
There's Tottenham director Fabio Paratici at work on many potential deals for the final 2 weeks, centre backs and more. Let me see what I can show you. He come in about 2 minutes ago.
I'll be interested to have a look at that when you show through Jake. Yeah, absolutely.
So because
I saw a video someone posted on Twitter earlier of Paratici next to Hitchin in the crowd today, and I thought that was fantastic. If anyone ain't seen it, go and watch it. Absolutely, great passion. He got up and it was telling the play. It was brilliant passion from Paratici today. Hitchin just sat there like a puppet again. I mean, he ain't got a clue, that guy, is he? But Jake, what I want to ask you, mate. Everyone wrote off City last season because they didn't have a great start. They're slow starters, and Pep's already said that. They don't get going until later on. But with adding Harry Kane to that team, will City fans be more confident they can still win this league? Okay, it's only one game. But what I saw of them today, and that's what me and Matt was talking about, they're missing a striker in it. That's what they're missing, mate. They've got the talent going forward in the midfield, in the wide areas. It's that striker they're missing, isn't it? Can Harry Kane be the one that goes in and maybe goes on and win that Premier League again?
I think if City don't buy a striker, I think Chelsea will win the league. I think what Abramovich has done, he's gone, here's what we've done. We've got Lukaku, now let's see what you're doing. And if City don't respond, I think Chelsea will win the league. I just think the amount of chances they create, and the chances Werner missed last season, Lukaku is a goal scorer. I think working under Conte has done him massively good. So if he'll get them at 20, 25 goals a season. United, I'm not sure about. I think they obviously did battered Leeds, but I think
they looked good yesterday. They look fantastic again. Okay, we can say in Leeds there, Jake. I know you got your rivalry with Manchester United, mate. And it's hard to talk about it, but they look good yesterday, mate.
And Leeds aren't a bad team. I don't think Leeds are a bad team either. I thought they would play open football at United, but yeah, they didn't even play Sancho yesterday, did they? So
no,
they got
absolutely. But Jake, let's get into it. Let's get into the Liverpool game then, mate. I actually watched it, and I was very impressed because you know how Brentford played against Arsenal when these teams come up from the Premier League. You do weary about playing these sort of teams first game of the season because you don't know what you get from them. Look at Villa. No one would have said Villa would have lost that game against Watford. I mean, it goes to show, and it could have happened for Liverpool last night. But was you impressed and how you started that game yesterday, and how you finished it, mate?
I thought we were in second gear for a lot of it. I think Norwich were just so poor. I think actually Norwich did start quite well with the first 5 minutes with the crowd behind them, and then once we settled down into the game, I thought we were just in second gear, but we were controlling it. Obviously, we have our midfield yesterday was quite poor. I don't think any of them are regular starters. I think Milner's obviously 35. Ox is injury prone, and so is Keita. But you see, we were 1 up, and then I think Fabinho and Bobby come on, and I think we scored 2 goals within 10. Then the game just fizzled out. Then really, I just worry about our squad depth. To be honest, I think we get an injury to Salah, or Mane, or Jota, one of our regular goal scorers. I think we're in trouble. I really do. Salah yesterday was unbelievable. His third goal was unbelievable. Well, the third goal we scored, and then there was an instant where he just ran through about 4 Norwich players before he ended up getting a corner. But he did well because he was my captain yesterday on fantasy football, and I was fuming because I saw Bruno who got a hat-trick. So at least he repaid me with some fantasy points, and Son did as well. I had Son in my team today, so he got me some points as well.
Good lad.
Just want to say, guys, big up Leicester till I die, CB Chris. Yes, Chris, thanks for coming in, pal. We say great win for you guys today. Deserved it. Wondered if Man City kept the receipt. Chris, you're always an absolute diamond to have on the show. Absolutely fantastic coming in, pal. Marvin says you do have Harvey Elliott, who was quality at Blackburn. Jake.
It depends if he goes on loan. I'm not sure if they're planning to keep him or send him to a loan to another Prem club. But considering we're not, apparently Klopp got very agitated in his press conference when asked about City spending, United spending, Chelsea, saying, "Oh, we can't spend because we haven't got any money," pretty much. But I think he'll end up probably staying because we won't buy anyone else. And what I've heard and the rumours that have come out that we haven't got any money again for like the 4th season in a row.
Why don't you have any money? Is there a reason sort of why? Is it the owners, or I'm just really confused. Like a big club like Liverpool, I just can't believe they don't have any money.
It's FSG. Obviously, I don't know how much you'll see of it. It's probably quite split in the fan base because it probably all started from when we won the Champions League and we didn't buy anyone. I know we won the league from it and whatever, but it's probably stumbled on every summer. Oh, we sell to buy. And we brought Konate before the start of the window. And then they've sold a few players like Royich, Harry Wilson and whatever to get up to the 35 million I think we paid. And then we haven't sold anyone else. So then unless more outgoings go out, we can't bring anyone else. And I think there's the homegrown rule or whatever that you can't have more than 17. I think it is.
Yeah.
So it all depends really, but we've still got Origi, Shaqiri, Minamino all dead wood that we need to get rid of, but there's no offers. So I don't think they'll get rid of any.
Welcome to the club.
Well, we've got a Origi till 2024, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's poor. That's what happens when you want a new contract after the Champions League final.
I'm just shocked that, obviously, I know you didn't sell Wijnaldum, he went on a free, but I'm just shocked that no one's come in to replace him. It just seems a bit odd to me.
Yeah, I think it's the centre mid and a forward, which a lot of our fans are after. There's also talk of Saul Niguez from Atletico. There was Renato Sanchez, Tielemans, all that bunch of midfielders, but every time a rumour comes out, it's too expensive, and that's where the FSG out trends come from and stuff like that. And then you'll get people that will say, "I'll wait till the end of the window and judge then." But I don't know. From what Klopp got very agitated. I don't know if you've seen any of the clips of it, but he got.
I think I have seen. I have seen him get agitated when he was asked about what is FSG. If you don't mind me saying, I don't really know what it is. It's your owners,
Fenway
is it?
Group. Yeah, Fenway Sports Group. They're American owners.
Okay.
They're into I think they've got baseball teams or whatever in America. But yeah,
so is all their money tied into the baseball then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Jake, I think Leicester Till I Die TV's is aimless at you.
Don't worry, we haven't got any money unless you want to sell for 99p in a Freddo. Then we won't.
Jake, before I ask you the question, we have got Paul in the chat. Get in there, boys. Come on, Paul, all the way from Florida. Yes, Paul. We always ask this question all the time. Give us the weather update, Paul, over there. Cheer us up a bit over here. Jake, you mentioned your depth earlier. Are you worried that you're still relying on someone like Milner at the age of 35, 36? I know he's a great professional. He's an absolute great professional. He's been a fantastic player for Liverpool. But is that worrying that you was all about your depth? Then you still got to rely on someone like Milner.
Yeah, them sort of players. Be someone like Mark Noble at West Ham that plays probably 5-6 games a season. It's just there to be in the change room, and that sort of stuff. But it's difficult because I think our net spend for the last 5 windows is about 20 million. Which is ridiculous. The fact that we haven't got any money, apparently.
Wow.
Because Klopp's been
crazy.
Liverpool have limits, and then everyone's been moaning, what are the limits? Because the limits must be really low. That we cannot compete with City, Chelsea, and United financially when we should be, because we've been in the Champions League the last 4 or 5 years, won the league, and the Champions League, and we haven't spent any big bucks apart from when we brought Coutinho, but obviously the owners didn't fund that. It was all through Coutinho and whatever. So our 11 is good. I want to stress this because I get so much stick from people that I know that our 11 is very good. If we had the same 11 for the entire season, we'd probably be title contenders. But obviously, it showed last season we get a few injuries, we crumble massively. And if Salah isn't on it, because he's our only major goal scorer at the moment, if he goes 5-6 games without scoring, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. So that's what I want. So I wanted Lautaro Martinez from Inter, because I don't know. I think he's got 2 years left. I know he's in discussion to get a new deal, but yeah, I would have gone for him. And then midfielder, look, we play fantasy and whatever, career mode and stuff of who we want, but I don't. I would have probably took Tielemans because he was Prem proven. Sorry I know Leicester Till I Die's in the chat, but yeah.
He's not going to be a happy bunny now, James. He's check this. Chris is not going to be happy, Valley.
No. We'll see. I don't know. It all depends on who goes out and whatever. We'll see. I think you'll see FSG out trending if we get to the 31st of August and we haven't signed anyone. But
yeah, Jake, Matt mentioned about Gigi. You let him go. Okay, I don't know if it was he wanted to go to PSG. He wanted to see out his contract, didn't want to sign another contract, but he's been a massive player for you, mate, isn't it? He's been a massive player for Liverpool. And that's a massive hole in the midfield you've got to replace. Is there anyone that you think in the next couple of weeks that can come in and fill that role, or do you think you got enough in there, mate?
Honestly, it's hard to speak because we don't know what the owners are going to do and what Klopp's going to do. Because he got asked in the press conference about if he wanted to side a midfield, he could score more goals, and he was very tight-lipped on it. But it was probably Wijnaldum's availability. I think he's not been injured for about 3 years. He played about 50 odd games last season, which is probably what we'll miss because we had Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain in our midfield, and I think them last season combined had less than half of Wijnaldum because of injuries and whatever. I think Naby Keita played about 9 games in the Prem last season, which is absolutely stupid.
That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy figures. That
stupid.
Mate, he's a terrific footballer, Keita. Once he's free from injury, he is a terrific footballer. So is the Ox. I was impressed with the Ox against Norwich. I do like Ox, but he's another one with injury prone, isn't it? He's too many injuries, Ox. Matt, before you bring you in, mate, our mate Paul's come back here, mate. That's what he said. He said it's cold today, mate. It took an extra 10 seconds for my ice to melt in my cocktail around the pool. He's a joke, isn't it? Absolute joker for us. Paul, nice one, pal. Anyway, go on, Matt. Was there anything you wanted to ask Jake, pal?
I suppose, with, let's say you don't sign anyone. Obviously you want to sign players, but if you don't sign anyone, realistically, where do you think you'll finish?
4th. It'll be pretty hard. 4th.
Do you even think when Salah and Mane have to go, is it because the African Cup of Nations is on in January, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even with that, you still think 4th?
Yeah, I can't. It all depends really on. Obviously, you lot got a good win today, Leicester.
Yeah. You
lot can have the consistency that you need to be up there. I just think, City will win about 18 games in a row once they sort their stuff out. So, they'll Chelsea will be up there because they've got Lukaku now. They got Tuchel in charge. I think United will be up there because they've got too much attacking depth not to be up there. Their attacking depth is, compared to ours, is unbelievable. So yeah, I think 4th. If we don't sign anyone, I think we'll finish about 4th. I did a prediction table the other day. I said if City get Kane, they'll win it. I think Chelsea come 2nd. I think United will come 3rd, and I think we'll come 4th. At the
There we go.
What we've done.
There we go, Jake. Derek's coming with that one.
7th. I have too much stress if we finish though. After the end of last stress, watching every game was far too stressful.
Mate, drop in the Spurs fan.
We ain't won fuck all for years. Toxic flipping Tarling Cup, what it flipping was at the time. Fucking that's depressing. You've won the Premier League, Champions Leagues, and things like that. You know what I mean? There's nothing to be depressed about. But yes, Jake, give us your performance of the weekend out of all the games. Who stood out this weekend, performance-wise?
In a good way or a bad way?
Ooh.
In a good way.
That Arsenal only lost 2-0. They only lost 2-0 was an improvement. They only lost 2-0. I would probably say
Let's
Brentford.
actually, let's just go back to that Brentford game, guys. Because I watched the whole game and they got bullied from minute 1 to minute 90.
Brilliant.
They absolutely got bullied by even Tony and the other guy up front. Seriously, they absolutely,
Mbwepo, I think his name was. Yeah, he was pretty good.
yeah. They
Right.
had Ben Shite doing spinners, mate. Tina.
Ben.
Absolutely, seriously, he had them doing spinners. Did you see him? He took him one way, took him the other way, and he should have scored. He had the open goal there. You know what I mean? But Jake, what's going on at Arsenal at the minute? It's brilliant for us Tottenham fans. We're just loving it. We're just laughing at the meltdowns of these Arsenal fans. I think they are right. I've listened to a lot of them last night. I could not see a style of play.
There's no plan, is there? No.
There's no plan. I think he just picked this team and just hit and hope. And that's what one of the Arsenal fans last night said. There was all it was getting the ball to Teeny and get Teeny to get the ball in the box, and that was the plan. Would you be worried if you're an Arsenal fan, Jake, at this time? I know you're loving it as well, as much as us seeing this happen. Would you be worried as an Arsenal fan what's going on in this club at the minute?
Oh, I'd be in disarray. I banter, as an Arsenal fan from another channel, I banter him so much because he's massively Arteta in, and I just rinse him because every time a result happens, I just tweet him saying about a certain result or somebody said, just because I just dislike Arteta because he was built up to be this best young coach in world football and has had back-to-back place finishes and lost Unai Emery over 2 legs, and I don't rate him. But I just thought the best bit about Friday night was when Jamie Carragher was saying, what did he say? Do you know Ty from AFTV?
Yeah, mate. I think
my mate Ty won't be happy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I won't be happy at all. That summed it up.
Seriously, mate.
Yeah.
I watched that overlap. If you ain't watched it, guys, whoever in the chat would be like, go and watch that overlap with the fans. It was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And Keno did say he got a soft spot for Spurs and did actually quite follow them when he was young. Keno's a Spurs fan. We've got a couple of comments in here. Derek say he was only joking. Championship for the Gooners. Clive says, great win for you guys today. Penfold say, something don't need commentary. Yes, that is our saying at the minute. So, Jake, so performance of the weekend. Go on, performance of the weekend.
Let me get the fixtures up so I can remember all the games this week.
Remember Spurs played today as well, Jake. Come on.
I know that.
I'll just get that one enjoyed.
I thought West Ham's comeback was. I don't know if you saw the West Ham game. I thought West Ham played well second half, considering they were 2-1.
You know what? I was on my break.
I didn't watch that game, but I saw 4-2, wasn't it? So yeah.
Do you know what? I was on my break. I watched the second half and very impressive West Ham. Very impressive. Seriously.
Wait, can I ask you something? Actually, what do you think of Benitez at Everton? What are your thoughts on it overall?
Go on, Matt.
Obviously, my opinions, but obviously you'll probably have different to mine.
Well, I mean, the Benitez I saw at Newcastle, I know they're two obviously completely different teams. I mean, I'm glad he's not Spurs manager. You can put it that way. I think he's cut. Yeah, I know he's probably going to be a bit more close to your heart because did a reasonably good job at Liverpool, but I just think he's not suited to the new modern sort of style of football. I don't think, because he plays the sort of defensive type. I didn't think Everton would even score 3 goals, to be honest, but they do have a pretty good couple of players, and Richarlison, Decore, players like that. I think it'll be interesting, but I mean, they did play a poor Southampton side. Very poor. Yeah, they could go down. Yeah.
I didn't actually see the Everton game, so I don't know how they played. I just saw they went 1-0 down, and there were some videos of fans calling Rafa a fat Spanish wanker in the crowd. So they obviously did very nicely going 1-0 down. But I just think the Merseyside derby, if we go 1-0 up at Goodison Park and our fans start singing Rafa Benitez's name, it's game over for Everton, pretty much. Or if we sing in Istanbul, we won it 5 times. They can't really do anything. It will just cause mayhem within the crowd, to be honest. So
yeah,
the Merseyside derby will be very telling, whatever happens.
It was. Do you know what? It was a strange appointment, Rafa Benitez going to Everton, knowing he was at Liverpool. I thought it was a strange appointment.
Surprised by it, though. He went to Chelsea after we were rivaling Chelsea for years. So when I heard about it, I actually wasn't surprised that he'd gone there. I know he liked City and stuff.
I see that as a bit of a different, but just your actually noisy neighbours down the road, Jake, going to them. But to me, Rafa Benitez, if you say if you can have a Rafa Benitez from 10 years ago, it would have been a good appointment for Everton. I just think he's outdated tactics and things like that. And I don't think I don't think it's the right appointment for Everton after Ancelotti. I think they should have went another avenue. I think they did go after Nuno. I think they wanted Nuno, but I don't think he wanted to go there. But to me, they could have done a bit better than Benitez. I think Benitez over the hills. I don't know what you guys think. I just think he's over the hills with his tactics, his philosophy of play and things like that. But don't get me wrong. I've always thought he's a good manager, even when he's at Liverpool, Chelsea. He's done well in it. Very good teams when he was at Liverpool. We had Alonso and Gerrard, and them sort of players. I mean, and he had them sort of teams, and it baffled me, Jake. You didn't win a league under Benitez with that team you had. I mean, and I know he was close. Was Benitez in charge when Gerrard slipped for that Demba Ba goal? Was that Benitez or was that
Rodgers?
Or was it Rodgers?
Rodgers, yeah, Brendan, yeah.
Rodgers. I mean, and wow,
he probably should have won it. That was the I think we were finished 2 points behind United. That's when we won 4-1 at Old Trafford, and that was when Rafa was having them arguments with Fergie in press conference.
That's it. I remember that.
That's the year we should have won it. Torres was unbelievable. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's when we should have won it under Benitez.
Matt, have you got a question, pal?
What was your? I suppose we've asked for your performance of the weekend. Well, I suppose what's your? I suppose who's the worst performance of the weekend? I mean, I don't think we. I mean, we all know who it is, but
Arsenal, Palace.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Palace game. I just presumed straightforward for Chelsea. I didn't.
To be honest, I thought Palace were going to get beat, 2 or 3-0. But I was shocked with how Brentford played. I think Southampton have got to be in that list. I've got to be honest.
Villa.
Yeah, and I think Villa shocked me. Watford went 3-0 up, didn't they? And Villa, nearly came back, but I really didn't see that result coming.
And Matt, it's funny because we were speaking about Watford yesterday, isn't it, and what players they got in there, and if Deeney's their top player at the age of 33, you know what I mean? It's worrying times for Watford, but flipping out, just that's what the beauty of the Premier League. It can turn up results just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see that coming.
Fans feedback was massive for them. I think that I don't know. Would have Brentford beat Arsenal without the fans? Who knows? Probably, but because it's Arsenal, But
I'm
yeah.
glad. Do you know what? I'm glad his fans are back because Arsenal struggle. Arsenal's definitely going to struggle. Tell you now because
I thought it was brilliant.
um,
I thought it was brilliant.
Not nice. They could be in real trouble, Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, they got Chelsea next and
Chelsea
then
and City.
City, haven't they? So.
And even the Arsenal fans saying, if we don't get no points out of 3 games, wow, it's worrying times, and you're playing catch up. Then you're just playing catch up then with the other teams. I mean, and it could be worrying times at Arsenal. I really do, but I don't really care. They really suffer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm surprised Arteta is still there. I think he should have gone after when they lost to Villarreal. I'm really surprised.
Oh my god, mate.
Yeah.
Their fans are saying that he's stealing living and things like that. Brilliant.
Videos after when they lost to Brentford, and I was like, it's week 1 and they're already moaning about the manager and stuff. It's like,
oh mate, Jake, that was the first thing I've done straight after. Once I knew they lost, mate. That's it, straight on the AFC because I knew they were just ranting, mate.
But
absolute meltdowns.
I think the thing is, if you're I know they're going after targets or they want signs. If you're a player like looking in and keeping an eye on Arsenal, you're really going to want to go there? Like seriously, under a manager who doesn't have a clue what he's doing.
No, he got no European football as well, so he can't really attract anyone that won Champions League or whatever.
What, guys? The other thing I just wanted to quickly just go over on that Brentford Arsenal game. It was Lacazette and Aubameyang. I mean, pulling out through illness. Now, thank you. When I'm saying there's something going on. Yeah, that's definitely dodgy. You know what I mean? To me, both of them ill. I just think they're saying they're dodgy. Apparently, Arsenal were willing to listen out for offers for Aubameyang. Jake, this guy here, Aubameyang, they rave about him, saying he's better than Harry Kane. And that he won't even flipping. He's not even flipping. He won't even flipping tie his shoelaces up, mate. Tell you, he's nowhere near Harry Kane's flipping level. Another guy who's stealing a living. That's what I say now. He's a stealing living of Arsenal. He's got that massive contract for him.
He's done an Ozil.
He's done an Ozil. Absolutely. I mean, he's got 4 years. Is it 3 or 4 years on his contract? He's loving life, mate. He's loving life. He ain't cared. I mean, so, what do you think about Aubameyang? Do you rate him highly, Jake? Is he up there with the Harry Kanes?
I wouldn't say so. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'd always put him low in that bracket. I don't think Arteta being there has helped him either. I think Arteta playing him sometimes on like left wing back has not helped him at all. Lacazette I've never really rated. I've just considered him someone to just try and barge into people with the ball and just falling over, trying to get free kicks and whatever. So I've never really rated him. I just think ever since that FA Cup final and when he signed a new deal, he's just looked like he cannot be asked. He even said before he signed his new deal, he's not bothered about trophies. He's more bothered about his legacy or whatever, or something like that. Like he's not bothered about winning trophies. So that's He's just bothered about getting another Ferrari in it and another Lamborghini and lavish style.
He loves the lavish lifestyle, so
yeah, absolutely. But that's Arsenal's problem, and I love it. That's what I was saying. I flipping love it seeing them flipping struggling down there, flipping against Brentford and
his wages. That'd be the issue. He won't be able to get rid of him because of his wages.
Yeah, who's going to pay him that?
Yeah, exactly. It was a funny thing is because we, one of our security guards at work, he's an Arsenal fan, and I just had to look at him on Saturday morning. What the fuck has happened here? And he turned around and he said to me, "Well, you got fucking Man City on fucking Sunday. You're gonna fucking batter you." Corey, if you are listening, pal,
make sure you go.
I'll see you. Oh dear, Jesus Christ. But Jake, before we let you go, mate, Liverpool, what can you achieve this season, mate? And which areas do you need to improve to achieve your targets for the season, pal?
Well, I want to win the league. I want to win the league and Champions League, but at this current moment in time, I don't think we will. The 2 domestic cups, I think Klopp has not got past the 4th round in either of them since he's been at Liverpool. He just seems to not give a shit, to be put it brutally honest. He just puts the kids out or whatever, and if he loses, it's a bit like, it is what it is. I think we need a midfielder, and I think we need a centre forward. Because Firmino don't do it for me. I know Matt's spoken about Firmino before. I don't particularly rate him. I think Jota's a lot better. I think Jota was good. Surprised he took when he did. I think a midfielder and a centre forward. Like, honestly, Klopp likes these sort of players that can play left, on the middle, and the right. That can like interchange or whatever. But I think we need a proper centre forward that's going to score 15, 20 goals a season rather than someone, because we don't actually have a proper centre forward in the team, because I think the only one we probably have is Origi, and Klopp likes to use him on the left rather than in the middle. That's why I don't think it's difficult, because I don't think we'll sign anyone. I think he's just...
Tammy Abraham was available, Jake.
No, I don't like him. He was due to go to Arsenal. I saw some Arsenal fans celebrating because he didn't sign Abraham.
He's going to Roma, apparently, isn't it? The deal's close, isn't it?
Yeah,
Roma.
I think, was it 40 million euros? Or I don't know what that is.
I think it was 40 mil. I think it's 40 mil, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a joke for Tammy Abraham, eh? Absolutely. Yes, Jake. Thanks for coming on, pal. Absolutely appreciate you jumping on and give us your insight of the weekend's performances, guys. And we'll catch you on again, mate. We'll definitely have you on again. And yeah, so Jake, to everyone where they can find you, mate, or wherever they can follow you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put my Twitter in the chat, and then people, because I talk to Matt quite a bit on Twitter actually about.
Yeah, we'll speak during the week, mate. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He fills me in. He gives me the transfer news. I'm like, oh God, I'm at work here, and he sent me something here.
Yeah, I'll put
absolutely brilliant.
And then I'm happy to talk to anyone about anything really. So yeah, Twitter. I'll put my Twitter in the chat once I've come off here.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Put it in the chat. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, yes again, mate. Thanks for coming on. Absolutely, and we'll catch you again. Definitely have you back on another show.
Hopefully, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Great. Thank you very much for coming on, pal. Nice one. Take it easy. There you go, guys. That was Jake, the Liverpool fan. And we got Mike, Hotspur Hustler. Mike, jump on if you want. Me and Matt will be on here for a couple more minutes. Because I know, Matt, you're working tomorrow, Matt, yeah?
I am, mate,
yeah. So Matt's will be on a couple of minutes. The link's in the chat. Mike, if you want to pop on quickly to have your say. Matt, overall, mate, how happy was that performance today? And going into the last couple of weeks of the transfer window, mate, what do you reckon Spurs can do in this transfer market, mate, in the next couple of weeks? Who can you see coming in?
Well, I'm obviously excited after today. I think, it's the start of maybe getting our Tottenham back. I think, I saw pressing football again. I saw excitement. I know people say we played a sort of counter-attacking sort of style, but we dominated possession as well. We kept the ball well. There were spells in the game. I think it was towards the end of the first half, they did the last 10 minutes of possession, and we had 72% of the ball. So, I expect to see that, when we're at home. And, you know what? Even when we scored the first goal, we didn't sit back. We went for the second, and we could have scored a second.
And this is and this is what I'm saying, Matt. This is the difference already. I've seen under Mourinho will have sat back as you know, mate. 1-0, sit back, and we knew what was coming. We was inviting pressure. We knew the goal was coming.
That doesn't suit us, does it? When you take all the so-called the pressure
absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, the hospital hustler, said, "We love two lads. I'm walking the dog, buddy. Next time, walking the dog. Jesus Christ. Be careful out there, Mike. There could be some robbers out there. Be very careful. Big up, Mike, from Paxton Road TV, guys. Get over there and show some support for you guys. It's great to see, Matt, isn't it? It's great to see already the guys only had a pre-season with the guys and already stamping that authority already, how he wants to play in it. And it's refreshing. It's really good to see. What we saw under Pochettino, Matt, this is exactly a football what we saw under Pochettino, where we pressed on the front foot.
But attacked quick,
attack
pace
quick.
and power.
The pace of the attack, the pace of attack, mate. The way we got from seriously, mate, from back to front, mate. We was quick. And this is what I'm trying to say, Matt. If Harry Kane did come back in that team, do you think it will? Do you reckon it will derail the pace of that front three we had today? If we had to drop one of them out for Harry Kane.
Yeah, it would be harsh.
Front four, we can say front four because we had Ali in there as well. So
but someone's got to go if Kane's going to come in. So it's like if they're all playing well, do you change it? That's the problem. I feel like we're a bit more unpredictable. When Kane's in the team, I think teams predict us and shut him out of the game. If they can stop him dropping deep and picking up the ball and spraying it from left to right, whereas I feel like. With more Bergkamp, when you got that pace running at you, defenders are going to be scared and they dive in, they make mistakes.
Absolutely.
I just think we look more direct, but obviously, I'd love, Kane in
there
as
Matt,
well.
What I'm trying to say as well, seriously, I don't want to get too carried away because I fucking hate that because but we still got to add Brian Hill to this team yet. And I think this guy, he hasn't come here to make the numbers up. He hasn't come here to play for under 23s. He's been given the number 11 shirt. He's been given the number 11 shirt for a reason. It's to play in this 11, in this squad. I mean, and we've got Christian Romero coming to this team as well. And who else going to come in as well? Definitely will get, I think, a minimum another 2, maybe 3 players into this team.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see this. I'm very excited. If it continues, mate, I'll be on the Nuno side. Do you know what I mean? Because as you know, Matt, I was on the fence with Nuno. I'm still on the fence with Nuno. You know what I mean? Because after one game, you can't say yes, I'm on Nuno's side now. Do you know what I mean? I want to see this consistency. If we can get this consistency, then I'll be happy. I'll be an happy bunny. You know what I mean? Because I just want to see Tottenham do well, play good football, do well, and let's hope we can get a trophy.
Yeah.
So, Matt, before we go, mate, Wolves up next, mate. I think it's away, in it. When's it? Thursday night, is it?
Thursday night. We got the UEFA Conference League, and then
on Thursday we've got Wolves in it away,
and then it's Wolves away on Sunday. But in terms of your question, you asked me who do I think? You asked me before who's coming in. I just have a funny feeling we're getting Martinez. I think that will be tied up. I think it will be done. I think that'd be an exciting signing. If it's
apparently, Matt, if we don't sell Harry Kane, we're definitely after either Navratilova or Martinez. But if we sell Harry Kane, they want both of them.
Yeah, I think if Martinez comes in, then I think Kane's staying because we've got that front with him. I think if you have Vlahovic as well.
Matt, there's something wrong with your actual audio, your voice. You're talking like a Dalek. No. Matt was talking like a Dalek there, guys. As if Matt comes back on, yeah, just so as I said, performance today, I think was really good. What I saw, and Mike says I'm walking in the Tottenham Wonderland, lads. Let's see if Matt's improved. Matt, talk.
Hello.
Yep, I think that's all right now, mate. I think that's all right. Derek says Lee came on the bench. Derek says Hill will take Stevie B's place. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that. I think Stephen Bergwijn's been pretty decent, to be fair. He's pressing.
But Matt, it's good to have competition. It's brilliant to have it. It's brilliant to see it. It's brilliant to see this.
Yeah, 100%.
And Jake says thanks for having us on. Anytime, Jake. Anytime, pal. Absolutely fantastic. So Matt, so you think Martinez is going to get wrapped up in this? You think you're confident this deal's going to get over the line?
Yeah, I think
we
it'll be
centre back.
Martinez, and then maybe that Milinkovic. I think it'll be another centre back.
Wow. If we had them two quickly, Matt, before you go, if we had them two, where do you think?
Yeah, I'd be happy with them two.
We can.
You know, we've just spoke with Jake and being a Liverpool fan. They, you know, I thought our club may be in problems, but at least we're signing players. They literally look like they're not signing anyone.
Yeah,
they have to sell to buy. You know, I think we've gone about our business really well. I think Paratici will get a job done. I think there will be a third signing as well. I'm not sure who. I think it'll be some kind of surprise or a name just out of the blue.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, guys, we are going to head out, and what I've learned over this first batch of games is Arsenal in the mud. Who in the mud? Hasn't changed, is it? As Arsenal, I don't feel sorry for Metal. Sorry, guys. You give us stick. You know what I mean? So I think you're entitled to stick back. So, and what I've learned as well, Tottenham performance today. Everyone was written us off. 3-1 cities, 4-1 cities, and what a performance by Spurs today. Absolutely fantastic performance. I mean, and if you told us this morning that we were going to win 1-0 against Man City without Harry Kane, I mean, I would have said not a chance. I mean, but what I liked about the performance, what I saw of it, was determination, passion. They stuck together. I mean, they won as a team. I mean, and a fantastic strike by Son. So yeah, I'm very happy with the start. I am keeping grounded. I mean, I'm not going to get too carried away. It's only one performance. Looks like Matt's having problems with his audio. And Derek say, Thomas, so yeah, we don't know where this deal is, Derek. We really don't know where this deal. Is it coming? Is he going? And great stream, guys. Thank you, Derek, for coming in, pal. It looks like Matt is not going to come back on. I think it's that more of his audio. So, guys, seriously, what a fantastic end to the weekend with Spurs getting a really good result against City. But I wouldn't worry about City because I know exactly what a great football club they are, a great footballing team. They've got a great coach. They will bounce back from this. But it's all about Spurs today. We need to beat. I think we need to beat Wolves. We can't go against Wolves and get like a draw or we lose because today's performance will mean nothing. I mean, so have to go and carry on this. And Jake said we'll have to come on and do a preview with Spurs play Liverpool, Matt. Absolutely, we will do that one, Jake. Not a problem. So, guys, thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight. Thanks for the ones who's come on to have their say. Jake, Daniel, Bernard. Absolutely fantastic support for the channel. Smash the like, guys. Smash the subscribe. Matt, thanks for coming on, pal. Co-host, as always. Brilliant to have Matt on all the time. As I said, guys, good night. God bless. And yes, what a start for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. In Nuno, hopefully we can trust them. Hopefully. And come on, you Spurs.